I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. It's time to do the last break of cards. We're going to left off with us, which is going to be the Mysterious Visitor. Mysterious Visitor is a 2-mana epic priest card. That's a 2/3 that has Battlecry reduce the cost of cards copied from your opponent by 2. How do I say this the right way? It's good, but only if you stole stuff. There's going to be times where you stole a lot from your opponent, and this card's going to be big and bad and scary. Anytime you can reduce a card even by 1, even by 2, it's going to be big and scary. Priest is known for stealing cards. This set is helping them steal cards. This card itself is basically going to make it so that a lot of are playing. That's a really good, interesting card to have out at that point, because you're going to just play it very well at that point, and there's going to be times where you're just going to be sitting there going, hey, I got this card, and now I'm playing it for cheap. And if you got some good cards at that point, or you got some multiple cards. You don't even need to make good, even multiple. Just 3, 4 cards. Reducing 3, 4 cards by 2 is an 8-mana discount. 8-mana discount is going to change a lot of plays down the road. So, may seem weak, but can be powerful is what I'm giving this. Next up for us, we're going to do the Partner in Crime. Partner in Crime is a 4-mana common priest spell. That's the common priest minion, I should say. That's a 2/5 that has Battlecry. Summon a copy of this minion at the end of your turn. Again, you gotta watch out for any kind of clone effects. Clone effects, copy effects, especially copy effects like this, are some of the scariest effects that can exist. Especially with the other priest spell card that can make it so that the attack is equal to this defense. You put this down, you put like 2 on this, the attack becomes equal to the defense. That's 4 mana, 7/7. Then you get another copy of it. That's another 7/7. And the difference between summoning it at the beginning of your turn and summoning it at you can play this down and then throw stuff on it. So it's actually a boon for you to have this Battlecry summon it at the end of the turn, because you can put all your buffs on this and then have the end of the turn happen and then get the copy of this. So it might be a scarier card than you want it to be. So I will give this a watch out. I don't know if this will make priests enter the realm of the card that's starting to be scary. Next for us is the Riot. Riot is a 2-mana epic warrior spell from the set that says your minions can't be reduced below 1 this turn. They each attack a random enemy minion. This is a better brawl. This is basically the priest spell with an upside. It's 2 mana. There's not a time where you're upset about this, because all your minions get to live, all their minions get to die. Mass Hysteria. This is Mass Hysteria, but better. Mass Hysteria where your minions can't lose. That's just going to be great. Your minions attack their minions if you have some sort of effect like poisonous, or you get It's just a good card. No notes. Moving on for us is going to be the Roosting Gargoyle. Roosting Gargoyle for us is a 2-mana common neutral minion that says give a friendly beast +2 attack. This card doesn't need to exist. It's River Crockless. It's not a beast itself. I don't know why it's giving beast attack. You have to have a beast on the board. Yeah, the Colossals are beasts, but that's about all the beasts that are currently running. It's going to be a card that you get off of something, and sometimes you're going to be happy to give something +2 attack, but other than that, it's not great. This one would almost be better in your hand. So, if you gave your hand a beast in your hand +2, that would be better. I don't know why. I would almost rather this been Demon. I get why it's beasts because of the Colossals, and not everybody runs demons, and then it would almost be more of a Warlock card, but it just doesn't need to be. It's River Crockless. So I'm going to give it this set's River Crockless. Next up for us is going to be Scuttlebutt Ghoul. Scuttlebutt Ghoul is a 4-mana 2/5 taunt. From the set that has Battlecry. If you control a secret, summon a copy of this. Mage will play this at some point. Paladin will most likely play this at some point. I can see Paladin playing on a secret. Is fine. 4-mana. 2/5 is basically fine by itself, and to get the second one off of it, at times you're just going to be happy, and to put down a secret, that's fine. I don't think Rogue's going to play this. There's not enough secrets in Rogue, so it's going to be Mage and Paladin. Hunter, I don't think is running the package at this time, so Mage and Paladin is what I'm going to give this. Next up for us is going to be the Service Bell. Service Bell is a 3-mana rare Paladin card that says discover a class card from your deck and draw copies of it. So, you're drawing 2 for 3, unless you get an extra copy of this, and then you're getting 3 for 3. This is a card that's you're sitting there trying to scry your deck. It would almost be better if you're not playing a lot of Paladin cards in this, because the Paladin, at least right now, unless you do something where the only cards that you can find are Paladin cards in your deck. I do like that it says from a class card, so if somebody else randomly gets this, they can still get a copy of it. So it's nice it doesn't just say Paladin card. But in your normal Paladin set, you're discovering a card. So it throws 2 in your hand instead of 1, so it's almost an Arcane Intellect with a Scry on it. So it's Arcane Intellect with a Scry, and that's what I'm going to give this right now. Next up for us, it's going to be Sinful Brand. Sinful Brand is a 1-mana counter spell that has brand an enemy minion whenever it takes damage, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. So you're putting this on a card, and that card needs to be taken out by like 1/1s or something like this. So basically you're hoping to put this on like something like that's a 2/6, and throw 6 1/1s into it, so that way your opponent takes 12. So there's going to be times where this does 12 if you have the board set up. And that can be scary, to take 12 out of nowhere just for that showing up and you having one card that's got 6 health. Something's got 8 health or something like that, you know, that can be even scarier. Because, you know, you can throw 7 things into it and then deal 1 with your actual hero power if you have the board set up. That's 8 altogether. That's 16 damage just coming out of nowhere. So you gotta watch out for when you have this come down. But you're doing it as the final strike, almost. I mean, there might be some times where early game and mid game this comes in, but if you're throwing this on a 2/2 and then dealing 2 damage to it, you basically wasted a good spell. So, this one's going to take some piloting, so we're going to have, the Sintone totem. God, I cannot say that word. Which for us is going to be a 1 mana 0/3 totem. That's an actual neutral minion that says, at the end of your turn, gain 1 health. I'm assuming that's the character, not this itself. This is to run a 1 mana 0/3 that gains you just 1 health to your hero. It's a neutral card. This is almost a waste of a slot. This is just because they needed to give Shaman 1 more totem, I think, and they couldn't fit it into their set without giving them an 11th card. I don't think anybody but Shaman will play this, if anybody plays this. The totems aren't looking that good, so I'm gonna give this, even Shaman might not want this. Next up for us is gonna be Steam Cleaner. Steam Cleaner is a 5 mana 5/5 neutral minion that happens to be a mech, which destroys all cards in both. This is basically Thief Rogue anti. This is tech to a certain degree. You're only playing this if you know that somebody's going to steal a lot of cards from your deck, and then you can destroy them. This also can work against, like, Shutter Walk down the road, so this might show up in a Shutter Walk counter just for some of that. But that's a long way to go to play a tech deck for, what, Priest and Rogue, maybe? Because those are the only 2 that steal anything. So, a weak tech deck that has no place for the most part, 2 out of 10 it's going to do something maybe. It's a mech though, so it might just show up for the fact that it's a mech, and some decks are just looking for any more mechs to throw in their hand right now, so. Next up for us is Stoneborn Accuser. Stoneborn Accuser is a 5 mana common neutral minion that has, which is a 5 mana 5/5, which has infuse 5, gain battle cry, deal 5 damage. So it's a 5/5 that deals 5 to either face or to minions. And honestly, you could almost take the infuse off of this, and that would be a fair card. A 5/5 that dealt 5 to either face or minions would be perfectly fine at this point in the game. I don't think that would be broken. I don't think you need the infuse 5 to get that effect off. I have yet to see an infuse that really makes me giddy. Some of them are okay, but like this one, I would not want to waste 5 minions just to do 5 extra damage, and 5/5 by itself is not worth playing. So okay, next up for us is going to be the Stoneborn General. Stoneborn General is a 10 mana 8/8 neutral that has Rush, Death Rattle, summon an 8/8. Glaive Wind with Rush. This is what the Glaive Wind looks like. So it's a 10 mana 8/8 that also summons another 8/8. So this is basically a 10 mana clear something off the board. It's gonna clear 1/10. Turn 10 to clear one good threat off the board is fine. I'm just not sure if it's good enough, because on turn 10 you can play some other stuff that clears way more than one thing. You can even clear way more than one thing with way before turn 10. Turn 10 to get to is hard in the game right now, and this is just helping you balance back the board. It's not winning you the game. So this, I'm going to give the balance, not win. So that's what I'm going to give this. 2 more cards left for us. We're going to have Suffocating Shadows, which is the next one, which is a 3 mana Warlock spell, which has, when you play or discard this card, destroy a random enemy minion. That's good. It's fine. You're hoping to have this be in Disco Lock and discard it so you don't have to play it for the 3. Playing it for 3 to destroy something even at random is good. It might even be better for you sometimes, because you have the ability of, if something's stealthed, if something's, divine shielded, you don't have, it's just going to destroy it no matter what. You don't, there's going to be times where you're just sitting there going, yep, playing this on 3 is fine. Having this discarded out of your hand is fine. There's no drawback. Oh my god, these lag spikes need to stop. And the last card for us, the last one that got revealed, they probably all got revealed at the same time, it's just how this site put them in reveal order, is called The Light It Burns! The Light It Burns is a 1 mana common priest spell card from the set that says deal damage to a minion equal to its attack. This is used for something that's got big attack, small defense, or something that's got attack equal to its defense. It's just a 1 mana kill spell, and a lot of times that's what you're going to use it for, a 1 mana kill spell. It's fine, it's fair, it's good, it's going to see some play, it slots in, it's going to be there. Going to, in a little bit, I'm going to do the class reviews and see if I can get rid of some of this lag spikes. If you hear me ever stop real suddenly, because I saw a lag spike on my screen, and I'm hoping to catch up back with my lag spike. I'm going to see if I can fix that real quick. If you like this review, I thank you so much for putting in the watches and the follows for me doing this during this time. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember, play for fun.